Alright, here I am in Central Florida. This looks like a river, but look at this. Look how shallow it is. Oh, ooh, it's starting to get mucky, but very, very shallow. Hitting the muck right now. Talking about watersheds. Probably already lost your attention. Nope, I'm not gonna get a nature lesson today. But watersheds are infinitely complex, and I'm very glad this is protected. This is a creek that feeds a lake that feeds a river. Right? This looks like a river, but it's actually a spring-fed creek here in Central Florida. I'm not going to say where. I'm tired of giving out secrets, and what do I get back? Right? I mean, there's only so many secrets. There's people fishing on this lake and stuff, and I see signs for it on the interstate. But you have to think, what feeds a river? Springs, rainfall, creeks, lakes. A river is not just a river. A river is the floodplain around it. It is an environment. As much as we love the river, we want to protect the river. We protect the floodplain. Places like this that are pristine, wild. You want less pollution. Because swamps, people misunderstand swamps so much. They say, oh, that's just maybe I should turn this around. To tame the swamps, tame the nature. No, they figured this out like 50 years ago. I mean, there's people before that apparently that knew this stuff, that if you want a pristine, clean water, nice watershed, lots of wildlife, good water resources, good everything, just not the best for business, but what is business anyways? Just besides making some rich person richer, you need to protect the watershed. You do that by protecting the land. And I'm really glad this creek is protected. So I think this watershed I'm in, it's not absolutely massive like one of my very favorite watersheds. I think it's still in the several hundred, if not several thousand square miles. This is definitely on the fringes, so to speak, of the watershed, the river watershed. And I've kayaked a few times on that river, very reminiscent of this, very swampy. Just, you can tell you're on a creek because of how shallow it is, how clear the water is, etc. Or I don't know, even in main rivers, a lot of long rivers, they can still have very shallow sections, they change all the time. This is very typical of Florida. This is the real Florida, in my opinion, not Disney World, not Old Person, the Villages. You know what the Villages is? The Villages is a sprawling old person retirement place. And I'm telling you, that this all Florida, where they have fake plaques all over, making up this, oh, look at how rich our culture is. It's creepy. And I've heard people, I mean, I could make a whole podcast about the Villages, how wild it is, how even Dave Barry, that comedy writer, he's written books about how quirky, how absolutely weird and unique Florida is. Like, just look at the Villages. That's a prime example how they just develop a town not even that long ago, and they make up a bunch of fake history, and they have fake history plaques. Like, that's not reality. That's fabricated reality. And I've read some of those history plaques. Some people took pictures of them. It actually kind of makes sense. They knew what they were doing, fabricating that history, but just the more you think about it. But most of the people don't read those plaques anyways. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, some dragonflies, some ibis birds. No gators yet. I haven't seen any, but I know they're here. There's some shells. Trying to save some energy here. I'm already getting hungry. Gonna make my way back. Didn't expect to make a lesson out of this. Another p-squared philosophy. Oh yeah, p-squared, if you're wondering what that means, that's just my initials. And I also have the p-squared biology podcast on my other channel. That's an airboat. Yeah, man, so much you can learn from nature. So much. Oh yeah.